most books you see about this treat saving, earning, and investing as totally different things. And you might get one book which will only cover one or two of them, but I think you have to take all of it together because it's all part of the same
your portfolio.
thing. Yeah, exactly.
It's like your life is the portfolio. Yeah. I see that all the time of people that go, I'm working a job and maybe they're unfulfilled, and then they go, okay, I stick everything into an index fund, and then it's like, okay, that's it. Whereas if someone just said, break 10% off and go roll the dice, that might change your life. And that's what I essentially did. I invested time, which was the resource that I put into it. It wasn't money. It grew. And then as you're getting more confidence, I've swung more and more towards, okay, this is what I do. I went on a property podcast the other day for a company I used to work for. And the lady who was interviewing me, she's been really successful in property investment. And she was like, people always tell me it's so risky that I'm just in property. And I was like, but that's what you know. You sell property, you can see all the best deals, you buy them before they hit the market.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't be overexposed to expertise like that, you know? And she, you know, I said, maybe you just want to get some index funds as your, you know, the safety net, like you say.
Yeah.
So, you know, approach it in that way. How do people that are working a day-to-day job find these opportunities for that last bucket without just taking stupid risks on?
Yeah, I think that's the reason that this doesn't get talked about much, especially by proper financial advisors, which I'm not one, is because it's such a hard question to answer and it's personal for everyone, and there's no guarantee of success. Like you could say, like, if you put your money in a global tracker, you can be pretty sure, based on everything we know, that you'll get to roughly this point in some period of time. With the kind of the riskier stuff, you have no idea. Like, it could work, you could lose everything. You just don't know. So I think a lot of it comes down to getting the balance right, because like if you put everything into something that doesn't work, that could be a disaster for you. It might be okay, but for many people it would be a disaster. So just like do an appropriate amount. If maybe for you that's 10%, maybe it's 30%, but if you get that right, then even if it doesn't work, it doesn't ruin you for good. But then when you do it, it's about finding somewhere, developing some kind of area of knowledge where you have an above average chance of making a success of it. Because I think when everyone's into NFTs and meme coins and all this stuff, that was basically gambling, because like most people didn't have any particular knowledge of it. They just wanted something to make them rich. And you see that attitude, like, it's a lot, because these are opportunities that are getting presented to you, like people like sort of selling drop shipping courses or whatever, like all the stuff that you get is because people go for these opportunities because that's what is presented to them. But you need to have some expectation that you're going to have, there's a reasonable chance of it working out for you. And so even if you're not in a position to actually, even if you don't have the money to do it now, you could at least start developing that knowledge early, because then by the time you do start investing, you've got a better chance of making it work. You don't want to have a strategy that's based on hope. You want to feel like you can do something about it.
Yeah, I hope the next 100 years of market returns are the same as the last.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, don't want people to listen and go, God, why am I in index funds? But I do think the message of it's your base and then you go out there and you try and leverage your own skills on more high-risk stuff to deliver returns is a good one.
This was a clip from our interview with Rob Dix about myths about money. For the full episode, click right here.